Hey everyone, I'm Kelly with today's Pro-Life Gen News. Today we're taking a trip around the world to talk about abortion issues that other countries are facing. And because of that, we wanted to bring in Students for Life Director of Programs, Lori Cassio. Lori, it's great to have you and your special guest with us.
Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, so recently Students for Life members traveled to Australia where they're working with groups in the country to learn from them and to teach the most effective ways we've done outreach here in America. We're connecting with groups like Life Choice and the Catholic Society to team up and to figure out how we can make abortion both illegal and unthinkable there in Australia.
That's awesome. So why was Australia such an important place for you guys to visit?
Yeah, so honestly, every country with legal abortion is important,
Yeah,
but
sure.
Australia in particular, because they have legalized abortion up until viability. But we're seeing that radical abortion feminists in the country are wanting to legalize abortion just like we saw in New York, to get rid of all limits. So again, this is so important. And each year in Australia, 65,000 babies are aborted. So we have a lot of work to do there.
Absolutely. We're going to take a second and jump from Australia over to Argentina because there has been a very difficult case that was brought up the issue of abortion, which was an 11-year-old girl who was a victim of rape, but she recently gave birth. But this situation has renewed the debate about abortion in the country.
Yes, it has. So the doctors delivered her baby through a C-section instead of committing an abortion, thankfully. So this protected her life and the life of her baby. And in the end, this is extremely difficult, as we all know. Terrible situation, but we handled it in a way that respected both her and her child's dignity. And again, her abuser should be punished to the full extent of the law. She needs to be taken care of. But this is not a strong argument to legalize all abortions for any reason at any time.
So, Lori, do these particular arguments then sound familiar to you, where you're taking one tragic but semi-rare case and turning it into the push for unlimited abortions?
Absolutely. We saw it in America. We see it in other countries to just loosen up abortion laws. For example, in Chile in 2017, they allowed for abortion up into viability because of, this one sad case. However, we know that abortion advocates are admitting to this. We know that this is their strategy. It's their plan to completely legalize abortion across the country. Students for Life is working with these groups in other countries to ensure that we abolish abortion around the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, it sounds like we have a lot of work to do, but so glad that Students for Life is out there on the ground. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for tuning in. If you want updates on our Australia team, then be sure to check our social media accounts. Until next time, I'm Kelly with Students for Life. We'll see you then.